Carter, career night for you. What does that reflect? Just how comfortable you become, growth?
That's all my teammates. They were telling me, like, over the past 3 games, they're like, why are you hesitating to shoot the ball? And I think we saw it a little bit in that 76ers game. I had a few catches, and I was wide open, and I'm pump faking for no reason, and nobody's closing out to me. So Mitch told me about 5 times today, if I'm open, shoot the ball. If I catch the ball and he's playing off of me, shoot the ball. And then all my teammates, when I'm catching the ball, they're giving me and they're empowering me to shoot the ball. So it's like, if my teammates have faith in me, there's no reason not to shoot it. And if I miss, I miss. So just understanding, getting more comfortable with that, and understanding that's going to be my job. Like, teams are going to leave me open, especially in the playoffs. So understand they're going to have their 5s on me, being able to screen, and just when the ball finds me, just using that as energy, and sometimes playing to the second side. But my teammates did a great job of just getting the bigs to commit, and obviously we have really dynamic guys getting downhill. So when the defense collapses, just being ready to shoot the basketball.
Do you find when you're doing other things like the energy plays, the rebounds, the assists, that sort of feeds into your offense and gets you into the game?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just my activity defensively, and then also just rebounding the basketball. If I'm rebounding the basketball well, or I'm getting hands on offensive rebounds, or getting us multiple possessions, I feel like I can just impact the game even if I'm not scoring the ball. So just understand, like, what my role is on the team. Like, I've had games where I played only the first half, and I've shot 9 shots in the first half, and I went 1 for 9. Or there's been times where I played 20 minutes and I've shot 2 shots, and maybe I went 2 for 2 or 0 for 2. So just understanding just the ups and downs with the game, and the game's going to flow whichever way, but just kind of staying grounded. Jordan, J-Mac has been a big part of that for me. He's just been like, just trust your work. Just understand, like, your time's going to come, and just keep being confident in yourself. So, yeah.
You just said, like, when not playing the playoffs, very matter of fact, like you weren't even questioning it, which is right, because your coach literally just confirmed you're going to play in the playoffs, so you're right. But like 2 months ago, you were you were just getting your opportunities. So how different does your career feel now compared to even 2 months ago?
It's just more of a confidence thing, I think. I mean, if you would have told me the first 25, 30 games that I was going to get an opportunity to play in the playoffs, whether it's 2 minutes, 6 minutes, or if I'm playing fairly well and coach just happens to roll with me for some reason in the fourth quarter of a playoff game, like, just understanding, being ready. But it feels amazing. My team, like I said, my teammates, they've empowered me so much just throughout the course of the season. So, yeah, I mean, I'm grateful. Just the ups and downs. I felt like I haven't been playing the best basketball lately, so just staying grounded and understanding that, working my ass off, and just sticking to that.
You talk about your catch and shoot and your willingness with the spot ups, but you also had that, like, little in and out and kind of semi-transition, isolation, drop off to Luke, I think it was. Like, are you starting to kind of feel different parts of your game beyond just the spotting up and the catching and shooting?
Yeah, it's just one of those things that happens just naturally. Like, I know I'm capable of handling the ball. I know I've shown flashes of being able to play make and dribble and all that stuff, but that's not what my game calls for on this team. So, yeah, there's going to be certain situations where maybe I swing to the second side and they're denying, and teams are going to want me to play one-on-one with the 5 minutes, of being able to just play off 2 feet and be fundamental, just make a quick move, and being able to get 2 feet in the paint and maybe spray out, because when you touch the paint, teams have to collapse no matter what. They have to be able to respect majority of guys' finishing ability. But, I mean, basketball is going to be basketball. Like, I work on all facets of my game. So Coach Mike Noyes and, all the coaching staff, they've done a great job of just, if I get a chance to play one-on-one, play and just be strong and play off 2 feet. And then if I have nothing, pass the ball. Draw 2 dudes, pass the ball, just to keep it simple.
You said you work on all facets of your game. Did you imagine you playing the 5 spot? Yeah.
Absolutely not. I think, like, even like throughout my pre-draft process, I was kind of like, yeah, I would love to be able to guard 1 through 5 eventually. It was always eventually and soon. And then it's like I'm playing these games and you're guarding behemoths of human beings. Like, Robert Williams is massive. Donovan Clingan is massive. Guarding guys like Jokic. I think when we played Minnesota, we had a few minutes where we went small ball and I was guarding Rudy Gobert. And I'm like, yo, these dudes are huge. So just understanding, like, whatever the game calls for, being physical, and, like, my job isn't to block every shot. Like, I'm not Vic or Luke, but it's funny because we had a moment where we went back and they were like, yeah, like when you're driving, the guy's driving at you, they're like, don't step up. I'm like, Vic, Luke, like, I'm not 7'2", like.
They're in the league, so.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, when you have an athlete like Scoot Henderson driving downhill full speed at you and you're standing still in the restricted, like, I don't know.
Did they ever have you guard Vic in practice just for fun?
I think the whole summer I was the only person that guarded Vic.
Really?
So every possession, like, Mike might have cussed me out a few times when I switched off of Vic during the summer during our pickup game. So I've had some experiences. I'm going to tell you, it didn't go too well for me. But, you know, I had a few, got some blocks, got some stops. But, yeah, no, that's a handful. That's a whole nother story. Hope I never have to play against him.
On a night like tonight, they're fighting for their life, trying to stay in the playoff race. Your bench comes out and now scored them 48-10. What does that say about what y'all were able to do tonight?
I think how unselfish we are. I think, like, nobody cares who scores the basketball. Our goal is to win basketball games, and whichever way it's done, like, our goal is to win basketball games. There's a lot of stuff we can clean up, but just offensively, just basketball is going to be basketball. Every game is going to take on a life of its own. A lot of guys are, like, everything is well-deserved in the game of basketball. So understanding guys put work in, and certain guys are going to have certain nights. So, like, we have a lot of guys that when their name is called upon, they do a great job. Like, J-Mac does a lot of stuff. Every time he gets the opportunity to play, like, I admire J-Mac so much because, like, he doesn't get the opportunity to play too much, but every time he goes in, he's steady, he's constant. You don't ever go out there and you're like, or see J-Mac go out there and you're like, damn, like, yo, he's smaller, so, like, he has to really stick to his principles and be really very detailed and do all those things. But, I mean, that's him, especially being from the IE. That's someone I've always looked up to, and just his constant. You never see him get high or low, whether he's having a great game or he's having a terrible game. By his body language, you could never tell. So I respect him a lot, and I look up to him for sure.
Carter, Coach said earlier this season he wasn't sure if he would have both you and Dylan on the floor together, but you guys were out there tonight. What is it like being on the floor with him, and what stands out to you about your chemistry together?
I love playing with Dylan. I mean, just going back to high school, I think we had a few camps where we played together, and we always, like, won everything when we were on the same team. And obviously, it's a whole different league. Like, I think at one point Dylan was like the number 2 player in the country, or number 1 player in the country. I was like the number 4 player in the country. So in high school, that's a lot different than playing against big boys in this league. But, you know, being on the floor with him, it's no different. I mean, I've had so much respect for Dylan. I mean, if he played for any other team in the league, he would be starting and probably be winning the Rookie of the Year right now, if we're being completely honest. But for him to see how he's, you know, sacrificed and just bought into his role, it's amazing. I enjoy playing with Dylan so much. He's super unselfish, always empowers me to shoot the ball, and he has my back and I have his back. But going back to Mitch, I assume you don't play two rookies on playoff teams don't typically play in general. But, like, for him to have the confidence and for myself to earn the opportunity to play with Dylan on the floor, because, like, there was no question that Dylan was going to play in big games from the moment he got drafted to the playoffs in his rookie year. Like, he's a hell of a player, and he earned that. But for myself, like, just understanding, just to be able to be off the floor with my rookie mate, it's amazing.